Welcome to Knott's Berry Farm, except it's entrance B. I don't know why, but they had us park in a grass parking lot way down there, which is like their overflow lot. And now I'm scared if the park is like at capacity, even though it's a Sunday morning, and it definitely shouldn't be. I didn't even know that this entrance exists, but it literally drops off right by Pony Express. It is good to be back here. So actually I believe the only new attraction that I haven't done yet is they redid Voyage to the Iron Reef as Knott's Berry Tales. So it's themed to like a bunch of bears, getting some boysenberries and stuff. So definitely gonna have to check that out. I'm very curious to see how it is. An absolute banger recommendation, get boysenberry punch with Sprite and mix them. I do it every single time. First ride of the day is gonna be the Calico Mine Ride. I love this thing. It is sporting a 30-minute line though, but this is such a cool, unique attraction. It's not a roller coaster, but you don't find rides like this at other Cedar Fair parks.
Oh, I see. He's not.
You guys ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Let's see what's in the mine.
Strange is happening here.
Oh, that's so cute. They have pumpkins in there. What the Halloween overlay? Ooh. This is the same room as earlier, but now we're seeing it from the upper level.
That was a very fitting introduction to Knott's Berry Farm, I think.
Yeah, it's like so quirky and cool and charming. Like that thing is just packed full of so much like heart and soul, you know? It is great to be back in Ghost Town. Everything's decked out in cobwebs. It's spookified. It's Pony Express. And right below it, a graveyard. You can feel there's a guy like underneath like pounding like he's been buried alive. You feel that?
What? Oh, I don't like that.
It's a catawampish.
It's a baby.
So cute.
And look, she's a mom.
She's a mum.
Pretty much can't get rid of.
We're in school.
There's a test?
Yeah. I didn't study at all.
Washington, after the Revolutionary War, he's just conquered America.
So what do you guys think of Ghost Town?
Oh, it's so fun. That is very well. It's just all around. It's awesome. It's nostalgic, and I love the detail they have in just about everything, and like how many shops there are.
It's incredible, right?
You could pick that up and like plop that right into a Disney park and it would fit.
It's amazing.
Like Cedar Fair Park.
Because that wasn't Cedar Fair.
Yeah.
Cedar Fair has been maintaining it, but yeah, that was.
I have to remind myself that I'm at Knott's Berry Farm. It's so weird.
Oh my gosh, the time has come. There it is. It's Ghost Rider.
Excited!
Hey, last time you were here, it was the one ride that was closed,
I
right?
was for maintenance the entire time I was here. 2 days.
I'm so sad. No, this thing's incredible.
Let's stop yapping and let's get riding. Yeehaw!
All right, we did it. We just got off our first ride of the day on Ghost Rider. A keyword there first because we gotta do this later at night. But guys, your first time.
That was really good. I understand the hype. That was a lot of fun. It was smooth, it was intense, the ride was so long, and the drop off the mid-course was like,
dude, that drop off the mid-course is the best.
Yeah, the first half was I've never seen a POV of this ride before, so I had no idea what to expect. The first half wasn't as crazy as I was expecting.
The second half is where this
was like,
that's where it shines.
Like the drop off the mid-course and everything after. I was like,
it gives me a lot of like Mystic Timbers vibes. The second half, but
like Mystic Timbers, but grown up.
Yeah, and like under the structure weaving through is like Steel Vengeance, like in a way, you know?
so smooth.
Yes,
so smooth.
it is ranked the exact same as it was a couple years ago. I love this thing. It's great.
That was awesome.
On a busy day like today where Ghost Rider is like 90 minutes to 2 hours, Silver Bullet is not bad at all. It's listed at 15. We just got off Silver Bullet, a ride that gets, I think, too much hate, and I think you agree, right?
That was awesome and really forceful, and some of the elements on that ride you really never get on an invert at all. Like right before the Cobra roll, you go into this stangle wave dive turn.
I love that part. It's so cool.
It's so weird and unique on an invert.
Yeah, and even in between the two corkscrews, it's like you like exit one and it does like a little like whoa, and then you like flip into the other one. Hey, remember Korg from Thor: Love and Thunder?
It's totally
I think
him.
that's him. That's literally Korg. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but 90 minutes for Sierra Sidewinder is crazy. Here's the spike for Montezuma's Revenge, a ride that is not currently open because they are doing a massive overhaul, and it's gonna reopen next year as Montezuma the Forbidden Fortress. If you're wondering how the progress is going on Montezuma, look at this. You can literally see where the track ends. Look at that. That's crazy looking. And right there is where the vertical loop would be, but they removed it. Because I imagine they're just gonna be remanufacturing an all new loop, or they saved the pieces of the old loop, they may be doing a big refresh on that, but yeah, that's so bizarre to not see that there anymore. Here's all the work walls that they have up around it. Yeah, this is part of a big refresh that's going on for Fiesta Village.
And then it goes down and it never reopens.
We just got off Jaguar in the back two cars. That's a pretty cool attraction, right?
That's long. It's fun.
It is, yeah.
2 lift hills, too.
2 lifts, yep. It was weird going through the one section where you would normally thread Montezuma's loop and there's just nothing there. You could look out, you could see like all the footers and stuff and like the missing track. It was bizarre.
That's a really great way to like introduce like younger people into like higher thrill, especially like going through like a higher thrill coaster at the same time and getting to see it.
Yeah.
And like feel like you're a part of it. Yeah.
It's like a scenic tour around the park.
It really is.
But you know, you're moving at like a moderate speed. I really like this thing. And next year it's getting a big refresh. They're gonna be repainting it, so it's gonna be red. Because right now it's looking a little faded. Soul Spin, a ride that is never open, and sure enough, it's closed. I was just telling these guys, this is where the Windseeker was, that they moved to Worlds of Fun.
I've been on that.
You've been on that one? Yeah, it's called like Steel Hawk or something.
I want to ride it.
Well, yeah.
The Windseeker, this thing.
A lot of work walls up in this area as they're working on that big overhaul that's opening up next year. This area is gonna look so good. I'm really excited to see it. It was one of those areas that like I didn't think looked bad at all, but it's just gonna look amazing next year, I'm sure. Lunchtime, it's Boardwalk Barbecue! And we can see the amazing colors on Accelerator, a ride that we will not be experiencing because it's been closed for like a year. So we have mac and cheese with steak bites, and then there's boysenberry barbecue chicken wings. I think I might get that. That looks amazing. All right, so we got chili mac and cheese, boysenberry barbecue wings. These are fantastic.
I mean, same. That's what I got.
Yeah, except yours is like in the mac and cheese. Crazy. Matt got the same thing, and you got
Milkshake.
Today, one of our most popular attractions.
We're doing the Sky Cabin. Beautiful views.
This is amazing.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's such a great view.
I love this, and of course, hang time right there and everything.
Dedicated to
Yeah,
children.
so pretty. Ghost Rider there off in the distance, silver bullet.
There's the red.
So here's our closest look at Accelerator. You can get right up to the launch track. We go up the exit?
Oh yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, look at this. I can't believe anyone can just walk up here. Look at all this stuff. Jeez, and we can see from on the Sky Tower, there is a train sitting out on the brake run. It's like over there, you can't really see it. Look at the launch right there.
Not that I'd be able to ride it anyway, but it's so depressing.
That's crazy. Hang time! What a beautiful roller coaster. Matt is beyond excited for this.
Love Garth Flower. This is a good ride.
I like this thing. Next up for the front row on the ride that was my 600th roller coaster back when I first rode it in January 2019.
Shuffle the ride. I can't wait to.
It's smooth and there's lap bars. Calm down, you'll be fine. Aw, did someone like it, but
been
he
hung.
won't admit it.
There was like a shuffle to it. But
Yeah,
it wasn't,
okay.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible, he
terrible.
says.
And I didn't get wet. So, you know, I'll say
Wow, all right.
it was okay.
Real
It was
positive.
okay.
It's a good ride. The pacing is great.
It's more intense than I think
It is.
most people would assume it is.
We sat in the front row, and like when you're at that like it's trying so hard to be a dive coaster, and like in the front row, you know, all right, yeah, it's pretty solid. You're like leaning way over, and then it just like drops you.
I will say the positives are pretty good. It was pretty intense, and
I like that little airtime pop.
yeah, the airtime was the airtime pop was good, and I was like hanging over is like pretty more.
The
than
hang
okay.
time is actually there's not really hang time on this ride.
There was like one moment of hang time, it was like open air.
Yeah,
it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So we've got about 30 or so minutes till the park closes. They're closing early tonight, only 5 p.m. Because Scary Farm is tonight. So we're actually going to have a separate video about that because we have to physically leave the park and then come back in. You know, we have 2 hours to kill in between times, but the park is open tonight for Scary Farm till 1 a.m., which is awesome. Look at all of these desserts in this bakery. Oh my gosh, these look great. And of course, boysenberry cookie. Looks like a sugar cookie, but it's purple.
I'll take 20.
I'll take 20, exactly, right? So we're walking past the exit for Ghost Rider. This path is open normally just for Scary Farm, but during the day, looks like we can go back here, which is very weird because normally these gates are closed, so you can never go back here. How's the cookie?
They're purple.
But-
Purple is my favorite color.
But what's it taste like?
Purple.
All right, they just have a bunch of booths back here. Yeah, during Scare Farm, this whole area is just surrounded by scare actors, but there's like no one back here right now. Here we go, last ride before Knott's Berry Farm closes, and of course it's on Ghost Rider. Now that is how you end out a day at Knott's.
Yeah.
What a great ride. You waited a little extra longer for the front row. What do you think?
Dude, that in the front, it's very different from the back. It's a very different feeling. You get just all that wind in your face.
Yeah.
Plus, the airtime isn't like as good as the back, obviously.
Yeah.
But you get like thrown into some of those hills. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot wait to ride that at night. That's gonna be so insane. That's back on again.
Of course he is.
Yeah, but that, oh my gosh, so good.
So good. Well, that's all for our day here at Knott's. I'm making the solo walk back to the car. I gotta drop the bag off before going into Scary Farm because there is a no bag policy. But overall, this was a really great day. This was, you know, like it was busy, but like overall, you know, I was just really hoping on getting on Silver Bullet, Ghost Rider, and Hang Time, and did that. So can't really complain. And I mean, the way I see it, things are just getting started because even though it was really busy during the day, I'm thinking that it's probably going to be less busy during Scary Farm, as weird as that sounds, just because of the chaperone policy that they added. I've heard that crowds have been pretty manageable on a Sunday, which is what today is. So, I mean, you know what? It's going to be interesting to see. But if you haven't already, that vlog for Scary Farm is either out or coming out very soon. So be sure to go check that out. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next one.